Here at the main entrance of Brownwood at State Road 44 and Megason Road, I am with, well, the cattle family, the Cracker Cowboy and his trusty dog, and 12 cattle created by Utah artist Mike Wilson. And as you can see, his work's incredible. In fact, you might say he could hang his hat on these statues, and each one of them with a different personality that the artist put into them. We'll talk with artist Mike Wilson, as well as the Park City, Utah team that's responsible for creating these beautiful bronze statues. But first, let's check in with my buddy Mike Pape, who's been busy landscaping the setting for these beautiful pieces of art. Here with Mike Pape, landscape architect, and Mike, the statues are only part of the story.
They really are. You know, this is really an environmental sculpture. So we had to create a setting for it. Tells the story behind the whole picture that you see here. So as wonderful, as amazingly detailed and expressive as the sculptures are, we have to set them into the landscape and make them look like they're in a natural setting that explains the rest of the Cracker Cowboy story. So when we're done here, it will look like the herd of cows that the Cracker Cowboy has rounded up in the Florida scrubland are coming out of the thicket. They're walking out of the woods. He's got them back to the farm and getting them fed and watered, and this will add to the whole story because it creates a complete setting that makes this a truly artistic work of masterpiece.
Oh yeah, it's definitely going to be a masterpiece. What kind of plants and things are you going to put in here?
Well, because of the nature of the setting, because of the nature of the story, we've relied very heavily on very native plants. So we're trying to stay very true to the character of the landscape to make this authentic in its flavor. So the lighting that lights these individual sculptures will be recessed into the concrete, so you can actually walk on it. Wow. It'll cast a nice soft light on each of the sculptures, but won't be obtrusive in this setting that we're trying to create.
How excited are you to be doing something this fun?
I keep pinching myself every day, every hour. Our village's residents are going to love it, and as a matter of fact, I think everybody who sees it is going to love it.
Well, thank you, Michael.
Sure.
And now we want to chat with the men who are responsible for bringing these unique statues all the way from Park City, Utah to Brownwood. Well, Mike Wilson, as the artist, for you to see the assembled pieces here, this has to be a special thrill for you.
Oh, it's really exciting. It's the way everything's been done here for the setting of the sculpture is incredible.
How far are these finished products from when you sat down with pencil and paper and started sketching?
The horse and rider is very similar, and the dog is very similar. The cows in my concept, were kind of gathered in a group, and then it was decided to have them migrating over to the feed trough, and I think it worked out great. It's incredible. I like it when a sculpture can tell a story. If you study it for a while, you can see the personalities in the cows. You can see the personality in the horse and in the dog and in the rider. And there is a mama cow over there, and she's, besides one other one that's got his head in the feed trough, she's the only one that's looking in the opposite direction. And she's looking at that baby calf that's up in the rider's arms. And you'll see a jealous cow in the group, you'll see a timid cow in the group, and seriously, I mean, the dog's focus on his job, he's still working. The horse is just glad to be at home and just about done. The rider's a little bit tired, he's been working hard all day, and a lot of the other cows are just kind of anxious to get over to the feed trough. And then of course there's the proud bull that's overseeing his herd. So
how much weight and size are we talking here? These are huge pieces.
I think the cows are averaging about 500 pounds, and I would say the horse and rider's about 1,000, 1,200. Yeah, with the rider up there.
Adam, as the gallery owner, you've got to be feeling pretty good today.
Yes, very proud of Mike and very happy with the way that the grounds have been laid out for the project. Look perfect. So I think it's the perfect size, the perfect scale for the entrance, and just excited to be a part of this, that's for sure.
Well, this won't take too long, I know, but people, they look at this and they probably don't understand the process. A lot of steps involved, right?
Definitely, a lot of steps. I was fortunate enough to work with Mike Pape, who works with the villages on a number of projects initially, Then we got the ball rolling on who would be the best artist for the job. Then comes Mike, and we both agreed Denny would be the best guy to cast everything when it's all finished. But yeah, that starts with a sketch. Then we do big clay pieces off of smaller models, and then eventually cast them in bronze. And start to finish, we had about a year to do it, and it took every bit of that year. That's these guys working full time, and a lot of effort to turn out the way they did, but I'm just tickled.
Any challenges when it was time to call the transport company and say, all right, ship them up and pack them up and ship them out?
Well, there's always challenges when you're shipping this kind of an installation. One of them was that they sent out a truck that was a little too tall. So at the very last minute, we elected to leave the top of the man off and then weld and grind and finish him here. So, but it was great. It was still good.
Set the flatbed up here. These guys at the Villages had a great crew waiting for us with cranes and all sorts of equipment, and that's how you set each one down. You have a crane lifted up off the back of the flatbed, and each of these pads that they're going on, Mike has worked with the design team out here to get them perfectly placed. So we just kind of dropped one piece into the right place after another. Had to do a little switching around at the end, but it all worked out very smooth. But you definitely need a heavy-duty crane on this install.
So this is probably the nicest installation I've ever been involved with, so I'm excited.
Adam, your first impression of Brownwood?
It's remarkable how fast things get done around here, and done well. So yeah, it's quite a transformation.
How are things at the gallery since?
Doing good. In fact, we've had a number of Villages residents coming through. Word is out. So we've had, I know via some V-mails and I think just word of mouth, a number of Villages folks coming through the galleries, and so far, all the Villages residents we've met have been great.
Your greatest project, I guess, that you've recently undertaken is a little baby named Sadie.
Yes, she's the boss. Very proud of my little girl. It's our first, and yeah, I'm between this project and her, not a lot of sleep in recent days, that's for sure.
I know you've had other projects that were downtown or right where people could see it. You can see that this is a pretty busy thoroughfare right here. So many people are going to see your creations. How's that make you feel?
That's great. I'm excited. Yeah, it's nice to be able to share it, you know, and this is going to make a statement.
Well, thanks, gentlemen. We're glad to have you here and look forward to working with you again, hopefully, in the future. You folks are going to love these statues, and you're going to be able to come out here and see for yourself who's the shy cow and which is the aggressive one, and figure out who the mama cow is. And wow, it's going to be great just to take pictures and just enjoy the artistry and the talent of these very special family members. And I know you're going to enjoy visiting Brownwood and Paddock Square, so make it a point to come here soon. I'm Gary Corsair. We'll see you next time exclusively on your V-Mail.